When in India, do as the Indians do. Before leaving the country for Pakistan, Mrs. Kennedy has a ride on an 8-foot elephant who is decked out in all of his royal trappings. The First Lady is accompanied by her sister, Princess Radziwill, on the 10-minute ride aboard Bibia, or Baby. And the Mahout explained that he and the elephant grew up together. Both are 35. Mrs. Kennedy called this one of the most delightful interludes on her visit to India. Russian harassment along air and ground access routes to Berlin has brought quick reaction from Allied forces. The 14th Armored Cavalry rolls down one of the autobahns that cuts through East Germany to Berlin in a display of our determination to use these routes as guaranteed under the Berlin Four-Power Occupation Agreement. Medium tanks, along with motorized machine guns, armored infantry, and mortar squads, make the 14th a powerful, highly mobile unit. A display such as this is more than a warning that we will brook no interference with our rights of free access to Berlin. It is a morale builder for the German population. This display is music to German ears. It symbolizes our determination to stand by the people of beleaguered Berlin. That busy little fella, the silkworm, has his ups and downs, but this year he appears to have the fashion world wrapped up in his cocoon. Silk is back in style with French fashion designers, and they unveil their spring fashions at an elaborate show in Nice. At the Mediterranean Palace, transformed for the occasion into a garden, the haute couture designers raise the curtain on some breathtaking creations, inspirations that are as light and airy as an angel's whisper. The looms have spun fabrics that float like gossamer, that emphasize femininity and mysterious glamour. Patou, Dior, Ricci, all of the great names want to clothe milady in silk. The fabric of the ages makes a comeback as silk is welcomed by Dame Fashion with open arms. Shall we dance? The World Skating Championships at Prague, Czechoslovakia sees a brilliant exhibition by Canada's Donald Jackson. Trailing the Czech Karel Diven into the finals, Jackson executes some fancy exercises that catapult him to the crown. The 21-year-old Jackson dazzles the crowd of 18,000 packed into Fuchik Hall. It's a display that calls for no comment as he goes into the final fireworks that bring Canada the title. Mrs. Barbara Ann Pursley of Arcadia, California is the leading contender on the American team, but is able to do no better than fifth. The U.S. is building up a new ice skating team after the tragic air crash in Belgium last year when the entire American team was wiped out. Some of this year's skaters came out of retirement to fill the ranks. Star of the show and unanimous choice of the judges for the women's title is Sjoeke Dijkstra of the Netherlands. The 20-year-old Dutch girl is so far ahead of her competition that she has no trouble flashing to a brilliant victory. For the first time since 1955, the title leaves the U.S., captured by one of the most versatile skaters ever seen in competition. Hats off to the pretty Dutch champ.